could have any harm coming to them are those who oppress. Simple as that.
3-pound pressure, no weight lesser. Drop the oppressor, make no surrender. 3-pound pressure, no weight lesser. Drop the oppressor, make no surrender. 3-pound pressure, no weight lesser. Drop the oppressor, make no surrender. 3-pound pressure, no weight lesser. Drop the oppressor, make no surrender. It's time for a change, gotta bounce up. The oppressor's about to get tossed up. I'ma lay him out, execution style's too late for an apology to claim. You wrapped in a cloak of flame, by God, it's overdue. Your time is in the end. Locked out silent without sin. He put me on the planet for justice to win. The oppressor's about to get rolled down, with suppressors attached in the war zone. Revolution can start in the Arizona. I'm a messenger prophet like Farrakhan, backed by the honorable, who sits at the pinnacle, who judges the hypocritical, cynical, and the pitiful simple. My thinking is critical. I'm just ventilating of the actions of the protected service. Quick to pull the Glock, blast and kill. This don't take any type of skill. I'm ill of all citizens who haven't took a stand. Oh, and kneels too late when the caps get peeled. Don't believe in GC type. Going hits close to home. You gotta act the bone, but it got the dome when it's on the song. All red of my vision through sight. It's killer be killed whenever I fight. From above I've been given the right. So you better be ready to ride tonight. On the way to the dawn daylight. We gon' rid them all, so gon' pass the kite. 3-pound pressure, no weight lesser. Drop the oppressor, make no surrender. 3-pound pressure, no weight lesser. Drop the oppressor, make no surrender. 3-pound pressure, no weight lesser. Drop the oppressor, make no surrender. 3-pound pressure, no weight lesser. Drop the oppressor, make no surrender.
This world is such a, and when I say this world, I mean it. I don't mean in an ideal sense. I mean in every day, every little thing you do. It's such a, gimme, gimme, gimme. Everybody back off. You know, everybody's like, you taught that from school, everywhere. Big business, you want to be successful, you want to be like Trump, gimme, 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 push, 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 push. Step, 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 crush, crush, crush. That's how it all is. And it's like, nobody ever stopped.
Watch time and space rock the great matriarch, whether it's day or dark, creates the spark, weighs the heart as I sun ray my art, her make the patriarch. Most social media saviors are fakes, marks once we make knowledge one is when time and space rock. The great matriarch, whether it's day or dark, creates the spark, weighs the heart as I sun ray my art, her make the patriarch. Most social media saviors are fakes, marks once we make knowledge one is when the run and bass drop. I rose up, took a shower, purified my auric field, took copper for a walk to ensure my chlorophyll is pumping. Done some curls for sure, I've more to build. Solid foundation, my crown chakra core and heal. Pound the pavement, sacred ground, freedom I stand for. Free all political prisoners of war, man or woman and child. Rid the land of all foreign and alien entities. I decree this morning, send them back to whence they came. Is the peace laugh or war cry, whatever the relevant name of each path, simple, highest form, spiritualities, how you teach math. humble beach is still a beast. Now feel the beach raft, rain fire on them, and the internet forms, sigils, emojis, and the avatars that wore them. Destroy this de facto government and its quorums. Establish Big Ma house so she may restore him. The great matriarch, whether it's day or dark, creates the spark. Ways the heart as I sun ray my art, her make the patriarch. Most social media saviors are fakes. Marks once we make knowledge born is when time and space rock. The great matriarch, whether it's day or dark, creates the spark. Ways the heart as I sun ray my art, her make the patriarch. Most social media saviors are fakes. Marks once we make knowledge born is when rhyme and bass drop. The next host, note to self, quit playing, hit the gas. This shaft is called my turn, take the risk and spaz. Most of them got vaccinated with chips in their ass, plus rappers sacrificing each other for grips of their cash. Sad cat, watch videos without the subliminals. Ridiculous programming weirdo, sprung menstrual shows. The land's contaminated, fruits and vegetables, black minerals, the water and skies are fried. Liquid chemicals, technology got me here in front of my desktop, perusing these beats and whatnot for my best option, contemplating which bar will next pop to unlock the minds that are stuck within a Xbox off the chart. I continue to climb, watching the rest flock like carp fishing, 100% fresh shark water. I'm on the front line, ex-martial spot. I shine because of her, for she's the best part. The great matriarch, whether it's day or dark, creates the spark. Ways the heart as I sun ray my art, her make the patriarch. Most social media saviors are fakes. Marks once we make knowledge born is when time and space rock. The great matriarch, whether it's day or dark, creates the spark. Ways the heart as I sun ray my art, her make the patriarch. Most social media saviors are fakes. Marks once we make knowledge born is when the rhyme and bass drops.
practice of posthumous honors is propagated by phony ponces, the Byzantine inventors of Pax Romanus, the able bull that claims the souls of all living things, making you straw men or courage the cowardly lion, following Dorothy and Toto down yellow brick Constantine lanes. Corona eclipse crowning, illusion to Elysium, we are drowning. Lies and legal fictions.
Collect as many as you can.
Only in my ancestors'
I was wondering what's in it, because I was like, wait a minute.
I trust.
So,
I am truth, love, shadow, and light.
these are so good, yo.
In my majestic
These are these are mango cheeks. They hydrate, but you can eat them as they are. I used to make them when I was in the military. I cut this back. It's all right. The dates.
was the civilized man
These
that
are-
acts so
We're talking about Mazul dates. These are
what is
just
the burning flame inside
eat
you?
one or two of these a day. A couple of mango cheeks. If you like, I like sardines and tuna, right? So I'll eat my little sardine, a can of sardine, maybe a couple of tunas. Like a pack, my tunas come with 4. So I eat 2 one day and then 2 the next day. That's why I'm losing weight, y'all. And then these right here are my favorite. These are Smyrna figs. One of these, 2 dates, a couple, maybe 3 mangoes, but I got 4 more bags like this, y'all. So I just wanted to open one in front of you. I thought I was feeling fucking hard. I was like, that's so anyway, something moving in there. So I got 40, so I've got a whole bunch. I already got some up there. I just don't need them in front of you. So I'm just loading up on this stuff. Let your life be free, like DJ says. I want to call to my ancestors though.
The human heart cries out for
Let me go put this up.
The human
This
soul
is
implores us
delicious.
for deliverance.
Late night, sometimes I wake up at 2 in the morning, I'm hungry, I'm like, I grab me a cheek or 2 of these. By the time I chew half of one, I'm like,
This is a call to my ancestors. Rid the land of damn settlers. Turn our signs to hand gestures. Whether we feeling immense pressure. Something strong, each clan better. Planting the devil to stand the weather. It's a must we band together. Put that on Abraham and Esther. From Castilians to conquistadors. Liberians, traitorous whores. Didn't arrive as prince to us, whether as slaves, invaders, or disguised traitors. Missionaries, Islamic Christians with dictionaries. The mutual goal to coexist. Those warships in our tributaries. Military tactics to test shores. Foreigners have no respect for. Treaties and oath, I expect more from those who want to conquest, except war. They didn't bring women during the invasions. The minds will rape, miscegenations, the spread of mis and disinformation, which manufactured the miseducation of the soul. Carter G. Bush, Robert Taylor Holmes, Marcy and Brooklyn, projects and hoods, while we were pushed in Cali to Florida. Arlie Cushion, it's like the terrorists, never ending shipment of American Indians from Belize to the Caribbean. Gives I shot this sheriff meeting, shut my field can be read, no book. Flows in my veins were prepared with no book. Behind the back pass with flair, no look. This beef is rare, get fed, no cook. We're peaceful people, they call us animals. Truth of the matter, they were cannibals. Practice unclean religious rites. Evidence tangible, check the annals. I bring heat, this beast flammable. Feel free to critique this cannibal. If your brain's deeply manical, release or get treated down.
Rise cinnamon. I had a, you know what? I should check it right here in front of y'all. Cause I don't know.
Big brother and his clique, put that on Abraham and Esther. It's so much we band together.
What's up, Papa?
Something strong, each clan better. Whether we feeling the man's pressure, turn our signs to hand gestures. Rid the land of damn settlers. This is a call to my ancestors.
Yeah, Papa. Yeah. I'm gonna fill your water. Kill it.
Yeah. I'm in my own zone. Within my own home. I'm in my own throne. My own skin, no clone. On long going in for the wind, ozone, 10 toes strong, closed doors, I open it, siphoning, my own tone, microphone it, my own song, on my own right and my own wrong, my own masters, I'm my own master, in debt to my own loan. I'm in my own zone, within my own home, I'm in my own throne, my own skin, no clone. I'm in my own zone, from the hip to the thigh bone, from the lip to the microphone, I'm like a disciple stone. Yet much larger than this fleshly vessel, more like an architectural lecture with its trestle board. Polished and tougher, I embraced the struggle. Broke free from the dome, I escaped the bubble. They say trust the signs, but somebody's lying. Try my patience, I'm aligned with Mother Nature, finds these agents that is dying matrix. I'm in my own zone, within my own home. I'm in my own throne, my own skin, no clone. Since 1970. There I was born, Robert Taylor's 92nd, Access, Buckingham to one, first sister Claire Muhammad School, then fellowship, Christian Academy, just before I went public, still stuck with self adamantly, spark from the infinite, see the sun unequivalent, the imminent instrument of the imminent village and militant, break down in increments, read the land of immigrant, misogynist and feminist, restore the innocent, half-rich of Indians, round pegs and square holes, kindred spirits and rare souls, discard the scarecrows, better yet, the straw man, pebble rhetoric of the low man.
If y'all are downloading and listening to music, subscribe and make sure you hit that like, hit that heart, all right, and stream it. Student C's back in the studio. I know Max V is always doing something. I'll play C-Dubs, but his stuff is a little gangster. We want, but it's with a raw meaning. We need more, okay? And DJs is like if you want to go on a mushroom trip, or you want to find that old aqueous, that southern, like groove, like I'm in the mood, I need to elevate, ascend, like DJ, that's hitting. I got some more, I'm just not playing them right yet. I'm not gonna play two of them because they're really moving. I think somebody who I love his music, I think he's signed, so I hope not. I hope he stays independent. But you know how it is when you're young.
To walk in the sun with her, but she'll run to the one who'll dance in the rain for her until it's done. I'm in my own zone, within my own home. I'm in my own throne, my own skin, no clone. On long going in for the wind ozone, 10 toes strong, closed doors are opening, siphoning, my own tone, microphoning, my own song, on my own right and my own wrong. My own masters, I'm my own master, add that to my own loan. I'm in my own zone, within my own home. I'm in my own throne, my own skin, no clone. I'm in my own zone, within my own home. Because the landslide blown, look for me in a cyclone. Microphone, my own song, my own skin, no clone. And that still be once them foreigners alone.
All right, so what was I looking at? A lot of y'all know I use organic cinnamon. And I've always known because I used to get the Cylon brand when I was in New York and in the military. And it would actually have a label. Well, I've been using McCormick Gourmet Organic, all right, ground cinnamon. Unless I go to Sprouts, then I pick up a bag which actually says organic Ceylon cinnamon, which has that tan brown. And so I like ground Saigon cinnamon because of where it's supposedly found. But we're in America where these companies are getting away with complete murder, and the people who back these companies, you know who, they're allowing any damn thing. You to them are a number. The worst thing any of our people can claim is being some goddamn citizen. This is your land. You don't need to be citizen to nothing. And if you study the treaties and everything else, these motherfuckers know that they have to abide in you even more so than everybody else. But while they're giving all these fake ass people, and this is not to say it with hatefulness, but fake ass people playing us, they're not denoting us. That's part of what the Gujars do. And if you pay attention to the world, they take their half-bred children, 3 or 4 generations later, they go back and treat them like they're nothing and create wars to fight amongst each other. Because most people are too stupid. We know better. So I'm going to stop using this. I actually, hopefully tomorrow, the next day, I will be getting in the brand that I always had. I'm not denoting this, but it doesn't say Ceylon cinnamon, regardless of McCormick professing it on the website. So what I did was I said, well, commercial brands like McCormick and Amp, which is another one, the clear white bottle, company do market Saigon and Ceylon cinnamon in their gourmet lines, okay? So we consider gourmet, it's organic, you pay a little more. Orth and Bro here agree that the best way to be sure you're getting the real thing is to find a local spice purveyor who knows the origin of their product. Purveyor and surveyor are 2 different things. So purveyor, somebody that deals with, like food and stuff like that. Okay? When it comes to the color, Ceylon cinnamon is a tan brown. And for those who don't know, tan brown is swarthy. But we had somebody comment about it on TikTok like an idiot. Then I went to their page and I saw they were pale skin. They just can't accept change and the fact that they're not as smart as they acclimate to. Something else that's troubling me, and some of you guys probably follow him on YouTube as well. And we're going to get right into reading. My apologies. Let me make sure it's turned down because my speaker is still on. It's fully charged. Internet is on. Turn that off. And the kids are going to play. It's like 70 degrees outside, people. Let me know what the temperature is where you're at, please. So there's an individual on here, and I've already hit his page up, and that's Black Scout Survival. Richard, or whatever his name is, right? AI is racist against white men. I had already commented on a couple of posts where I said there's no such thing as a white man, but this shows the arrogance and the ignorance of the pale skins who have a hard time in fearing they're not great. I mean, and though I like a lot of his posts, he is still pushing that. I even alluded to one person who's a Navy SEAL on his call himself redneck. Redneck has nothing to do with no goddamn pale skin. It was a term utilized when they cut the throats or the necks of our melanated, indigenous, autochthonous people, if you choose, and their necks bled red. That's what a redneck meant, and that means some peckerwood. There is nothing original with these people, and they still choose. How do you take out of 7 billion something people, take 4 billion melanated people on Earth, the majority being so-called black, and confuse the world? Take 400 to 600 million pale skins to be affluent as to make it seem like they're a great number when they are not, when they are a minority and always have been. But when you have media, music, and the manipulation, which what we created, I had to correct this African nigga and tell him, stop the nonsense, bro. I says, I remember in the 70s and 80s, when not over traveling, you motherfuckers couldn't even color coordinate. Then you go to UK, you come here, you run around on a whole bunch of our people over there creating wars like Charles James Taylor and all those idiots, and you still don't get it. You doing that little want me to pull up a video right down from the 1920s showing our people doing the same dance? As if you created something new. You know? It's not new. Had enough. You create your own division in your own ignorance. That's like the pale skins looking for the great white hope. You got the melanated being just dumb. But yeah, he needs to stop that crap because he's doing it for views, man. He goes on 3 or 4 times a day talking about the damn news and he's giving it energy. He's got these pale skins who don't know no better, feeding energy to shit that they shouldn't. So I'm starting to wonder, who is he really? Not that I care. You would think people would be as smart as they accredit themselves. That's not the case. I didn't tag him. It's not about a debate. I mentioned it a couple times in some of his posts. It's up to him if he wants to change directions and refocus his energy. At least he says one thing. Both parties are the same. They belong to the same Satan. It's a fact. And the hell with being over there fighting for Ukraine bullshit, because they are racist. I've known quite a few Ukrainians. I know some good ones. I know a whole bunch of Russians. I never had a problem or issue except for the ones who grew up here. We call it indoctrination. My apologies. Me eating. I'm going to get ahead into reading. You can't make this up. So, Rise coffee has 48 milligrams, which is a spit in the water of caffeine compared to 2,000 to 4,000 like green tea. Black tea is the worst. That'll make you go crazy. Those mud water, I told you I got a good one and I got a bad one. That one they sent me, it was just, I don't know what that was. I think they were trying to hit me. I reached out to them. They haven't even responded. And we talked. Oh, I think they, I said, well, go home and make sure your family's okay, bro. You want to reach out and harm somebody, work with the enemy. It's not a game. That is freaking good. So I put a tablespoon, whole scoop, tablespoon of rice coffee, and as far as cinnamon, a spoonful. That's not really a spoonful. Is not a tablespoon. A tablespoon is like with a big. You ever see how cutlery is laid out and those big ritzy? Remember that big ass spoon sitting there that some of y'all probably serve soup to your kids with? That's a tablespoon. I ain't talking about a ladle or something that's big and black and plastic you probably shouldn't be using. That's a ladle. Even though it's big and it looks like a big spoon, that's a ladle. Okay? That's a tablespoon is about that big. The regular spoons, you know, they're little teaspoons. Those are teaspoons. Now, you know, then you have the very small teaspoon, which you lump. So in the regular, we consider a tablespoon. You can overfill it, and it would be like a tablespoon. All right. So I use a measuring cup. Okay, a measuring spoon when I do it, and that's about a teaspoon of honey. Usually I do use Manuka honey. I'm not messing with that right now because there was a recall, blah, blah, blah. I'm not trying to have listeria and all the other crap that they're purposely infusing in the food. This stuff is not because by happen chance. I mean, look at Texas. How many a million acres? And it's all cow grazing. And how many cows died? I mean, think about it, people. All right, let's get into it. Let's drop some tea. Hey, Snow, what's up, baby? Marcus Williams, what's going on, beloved? I am Baby Girl Slaughter, T. Hines, Delusion of Humanity. Lance Ward, peace. What's going on, beloved? What's happening? What's happening? It's good to have you up in here. Oh, Slot, what's going on, beloved? Yeah, I started off with you, man. You know, I want to hear some more, man. Come on, man. What's going on, man? You don't have to. We're in a revolutionary mode now. Come on, bro. Excuse the hair, bro. I take this hot ass motherfucking hat off my head. Like I said, right now in here it is 76 degrees. At night I like it last night when I woke up this morning, it didn't even feel like it, but it was 62 degrees, and my cat was curled up at my feet. I was like, "What's wrong with you, man? It's nice up in here." But like I said, if you never camp and you ain't used to the cool breeze and the cool nights and stuff like that, you know, what can I say? All right, just don't run up nothing over there, bro. I don't want your family. Okay. He's letting them know. The Hindu's like, no. He saw me putting nails in some footprints. And yeah. And then a week later, those motherfuckers leave. Exposing the expositions, 1851, 1950. I don't mind sharing this stuff. I know a lot of you don't believe. I don't want you to believe in nothing. Either you know or you don't know. Leave things alone. Just leave things alone. Exposing the expositions of 1851 and 1915. This is the revised, of course, 2020 edition of its 2019 by Howdy Mikowski. And here we have the Court of Honors. Excellent book. For those who have purchased it and have been reading it, talk about it. I love the fact people are sharing information. I just would love to see them, you know, recognize the fact that they came over and say, you know, because some people I see now are sharing stuff going from Red Wolf, and that's fine. It's not to build a but it's a temple to get people to pay attention. Those people who are doing it, I don't mind. I would love for y'all to share the information, but those who don't say nothing here are sharing it. You let me know, because I'm gonna rip them a new a-hole. It's been going on too long now. All right, state and country. Let's get her in. Woo! Hope y'all got a mater sandwich or some taters and some corned beef hashes and some collard and mustard greens and hell, even some raw cabbage hearts. Just go ahead, sit back, take a snack, and listen up. All right, let's get it in. And all those new to the tribe, welcome. All right, appreciate it. Main State Building is now in Portland. All right, the main state building is now in Portland. ME, you already know what that means, Michigan, right? The Dutch Cocoa, listen to this, the Dutch Cocoa House, a copy of Franeker City Hall, yes, Cocoa, a copy of Franeker City Hall was moved brick by brick and is now an apartment in Brookline, Massachusetts. The Pabst Beer Pavilion moved to the Pabst Mansion and was given over to the local Catholic Church to become a private chapel for the Archbishop. I told you we were the original beer makers and hard liquor makers. I know this because my family in Carolina used to make hooch and white lightning. And it was a family recipe going back hundreds, but I knew it was thousands of years. Anyway, and was given over to the local Catholic Church to become a private chapel for the Archbishop. The Norway Pavilion, a stave kirk, was moved to Illinois, then back to Norway in 2015. And y'all recall that? The final remaining structure is a ticket booth. This is according to the site Digital Research Libraries of Illinois. Y'all can go ahead and pull it up. Now, I want to show you the Illinois building. Now, what you saw earlier was the government building behind the Woodard Island, okay? This right here, okay? Behind Woodard Island, okay? Now, here is the Illinois building. There was far more at this fair. There was far more at this fair. Each of the 48 states in the Union had their own building. Some were rather simple, some were elaborate. On one side of the lagoon was Illinois' building, made in the shape of a Greek cross. It was 450 feet long. I told you that crosses, they just perverted something. All right, anyway. It was 450 feet long by 160 feet wide, and of course included a 152-foot high dome. The California building was 435 feet by 115 feet, built to look like the old Mission Church of San Diego, which includes its main tower. Here, they displayed all the fresh California produce available as a way of promoting their state as the best place to live in the United States. The Pennsylvania building was of the colonial style of architecture and reproduced the historic clock tower with its Liberty Bell. Yes, there was a replica of the Liberty Bell here for the exposition. Oddly, the replica bell seems to have wound up in Russia at the start of the 1917 Bolshevik War, which was started by the fake-ass Jews, the Zionists. I want to pull up something right quick and see. I want to see if I have it over here. In November 1971, the U.S. National Park Service held a public ceremony to dedicate the name Benjamin Banneker Park on L'Enfant Promenade. In Washington, D.C., the U.S. Department of the Interior authorized the naming as an official commemorative designation celebrating Banneker's role in the survey and design. Hell, he didn't just survey and design. He designed and built it. We built it and then it up and then rebuilt it. So let me pull this up and save it. So most people come talking a whole lot of smack, and this is how I always shut them down. Why do I do this? Because I get tired of these frauds expressing and claiming and talking, and then the fact that they even called it the goddamn White House, and then try to make Benjamin Banneker that he was from some Europe or Africa shows you the league. A lot of these homosexual Greek fraternity boys, or whatever they want to call themselves, I know a few of them, right? Not personally, but who have been talking about this, who say otherwise. And yet, when you pull these up, this is where they have an issue, because when it comes to the old clock, or when you think about the old Ben, or that thing over in UK, which they didn't have, by way of us, and I pull these little pictures up right here. They're on my cell phone, but I wanted to pull up here. I know exactly where to go. So not only did we make what these fake ass preachers and stuff called churches, they weren't. That's why I used to go to the one in Newark and walk my way in there and tell them, shut up. No, I used to. And people would be with me and say, shut your ass up in my ancestral building. Them pastors with that long robe and swinging that little, used to walk their ass right out the way, and I walk all over it. And I say, see right there, they bricked it up. That goes downstairs, underground. There's cold and hot air. They're trying to restart it. That was back in the 90s. They're trying to get it restarted because this is where natural energy, and this is a healing place. And them mugs wouldn't be standing behind me with no Italian mafia joke come in there looking stupid, all trying to play that game. But yeah, we made the big clocks. We built the goddamn capitals and everything. This is not a slight, but it is a damn slap in the face, as if he's some African. I just get tired of it. And yet, even though we built this, they had to go and call the White House, which that's what it wasn't. It was called the Franklin House because of the real persons. I believe it was because of somebody who passed away or something. I forget the story behind it. I'll find it. So if we was doing all this and if he designed that, and this is the Green Beret, them 2 Navy SEALs and 2 Marine punks murdered. That's his daughter. So let's not get into crayon color fiction ideologies and identity crisis, because I have had enough of all that dumb stuff. That's why I mentioned Black Scout Survival and these Peckerwoods who are pushing this. Now AI is racist. What was you saying when the racism was at our people and still is? What the fuck? If you come over on this video, what are you saying? Nothing. You got to know how to take the puzzle pieces and put them together. And I'm not even going deep. That's some surface stuff. Anywho, again, I'm going to read this part because I want to make sure y'all didn't miss it. The Pennsylvania building was of the colonial style, no such thing as colonial. Anyway, they made that up, style of architecture, and reproduced the historic clock tower with its Liberty Bell. Yes, there was a replica of the Liberty Bell here for the exposition. It was not a replica. Oddly, the replica bell seems to have wound up in Russia at the start of the 1917 Bolshevik Revolution. And if you only knew what it took, how many of us it took to get it on that ship and get it over there, 55 miles away from Alaska, right over into Russia, and into traversing. What is most odd about the state buildings is the claims at the time that they were all constructed of marble to be permanent buildings. The reason having been given was that each state wanted to show the others how great their state was. This is called the divisory tactics. This information tends not to appear in current books or documentaries about the fair. Do y'all know how hard it is to, well, now because we're so stupid, to gather marble? That's what I thought. And you could actually produce it. You can actually pour it. Anyway, about the fair, because you have to start asking, when you know that, why build state buildings out of marble, but not the rest of them? Why tear down buildings built of marble when that would be a very difficult and time-consuming job? Secondly, they blew them up. Secondly, they could have been used for many functions afterward, as was the supposed only permanent building, the Palace of Fine Arts. My feeling is that this is a glitch in this story, one that is usually glossed over, but should not be. The state buildings are said clearly to have been built as permanent stone structures, yet they too came down with the rest. So what is the true story? To eradicate our history, to hide your greatness, to put you in the sump, to go against everything of creation. Because as I read in one book, we'll get back into reading that other book later on down the road, how they want to fight God, at least that which they believe or they know exists. And they want to torment us until it shows itself. It's not how it works. They made the greatest mistake they could ever make. Why would it, them, he, whatever, it, whatever, show itself to something that matters not, that is only a speck in time, who was held in strong delusion? So close to 100 countries have buildings as well. France built a recreation of the Palace of Versailles. Germany, a reconstruction of a Bavarian town hall. And Japan had a beautiful pavilion on the wooded island of flowers and trees. Every country came to showcase its art products and country. Famed German arms manufacturer Krupp also had a massive building to showcase its guns and artillery. It was basically a showcase of what would be used in 20 years' time during the First World War. I told you, guns and all that were not new. It was how they have been implicated by the enemy once they wanted to start changing the narrative. I hope that was an interesting read. And so what do wars bring? Further change of history when you have the elders and the oldest dead and gone. Most women now raped. Oh, there's a lot of raping going on, people, during wars. You just don't hear about it because these governments permit it. Booty and all that other stuff. I remember being in Iraq or in Dubai, Palestine, listening to some of the rapes that happened, and the fact that children came out of these. And sometimes later on, the men would go and kill the children because they're bastards. The mentality that comes behind this is pervasive and sickening. Even there in Africa, knowing many women were raped by these Leopold and all these other people, those women, even with belly full, they would slaughter them and throw them in crevices where they lay today. That's where the story of and the bones should be called back. But people keep moving, all in religious context of Islam, this, that, jihad, because they're easily manipulated when they don't know no better. And when people write their own fatwas and everything else to push narratives created by the very same people in agreement to cut the herd, to shave the cheese, to create a high and tight, a lot off the sides, a little off the top. We're talking about people. All right, so let's get into it. Heaven Bearers, The Great Reset of 1834 and the Mud Flood by Janine Helen. Max B, what's going on, beloved? Boom. Yes, that's supposed to be Bonnie. Oh, we about to get into that side. There's Janine Helen. And I hope y'all looked her up. She has a pretty good page. Are y'all ready? I'm thinking I should put my thinking cap on. Hold on. It's warm in here. I'm sitting here with a hoodie, so shut up. Let me put my... Oh, what is going on here, Mike? Now, if Paul Cook come over here, he'd be like, there you go with that old messed up accent. No, the tomfoolery on my part. All right, let's get in. So as you know, yesterday, we're dealing with Cassiel, okay? Fights her, and she can feel he is strong, but she is stronger, and she keeps him pinned down to the ground, okay? Cassiel. She tries to regain her composure, excuse me. But she's emotional, and Malcolm is slowly bleeding out with a gaping hole in his neck. She lunges towards him and tries to stop the bleeding, but there is a lot of blood, and she can't save him. He smiles at her and tries to tell her something, but he is choking on the blood that has filled his throat and lungs. I know that feeling. He reaches for her, and she can feel what he is trying to say, and she suddenly remembers what he told her. Phoenicians don't die easily, and you have to pierce their heart, is what he told her. Her body relaxes completely. And she does the intensity. Listen to this. She does the intensity of the electric current pulsing. She feels it, is what it should say. Pulsing through her and radiating over the barren plain that they are in. Cassiel musters up all the strength he has left and reaches up his hand in an attempt for her to stop what she is doing. Please, he begs and places his hand back down on the ground and grabs hold of the sand. She is angry now. He tried to kill Malcolm, and she focuses her gaze completely onto him. The blue in her eyes changes, and it becomes ice cold and dreary. Bonnie, stop! Malcolm suddenly grabs her by her shoulders and shakes her roughly to get her to snap out of it. This isn't you. You are not a killer. Stop this now. Her eyes don't change color, and he can feel her body tense up more. He gives her a big kiss and tries to penetrate her mind with his. Remember who you are, Bonnie, and what you came here for. She bites his lip and tries to push him away. She wants to kill Cassiel. See, women, that's the woman I'm talking about. She can't stop her rage, and her body is on autopilot. Bonnie, stop! Malcolm tries one more time to reach her with his mind and get her to realize what she is doing. Her eyes flash gold, and she suddenly snaps out of her rage and looks down at the floor. My water just broke. Not mine. I'm jumping Bonnie. Come on, y'all. Cassiel and his men slowly get up and cautiously move towards her to take a look at the Tartarian girl that is going to save them and restore the Tartarian Empire to its former glory. Welcome, Daphne. I apologize for our initial introduction, but I had to be sure. You are not the first to try and fulfill the prophecy, he says as he glances over her and avoids the Phoenician. that is holding her hand. He can see they love each other, and he can't bear the sight and turns his head away in disgust. Starts panting and clutches onto Malcolm, Bonnie does. They're coming, she cries out while laughing, and her grip is so strong it would crush a steel pipe. The birthing process is quick, and she is in labor for only a few minutes. The sound of the crying babies, a girl and a boy, cause the sky to turn dark, and a single powerful lightning strike lands just meters away from where they are gathered. Makes me think of the movie Powder. It strikes the ground hard and causes a slight shockwave that causes the air to turn bright red. It has begun. Cassiel looks out into the distance with a grave look and knows that there is no turning back now. What has begun? Malcolm asks, concerned. Our final struggle for survival. Amelie and Amelia are our only hope, and we need to make sure to keep them safe. You have already named them? He snaps and grabs onto Cassiel. Malcolm is surprised and instantly jealous. These humans are his, and he will name them, not some Tartarian. He feels Bonnie's gaze on him, and his anger subsides. Cassiel gently takes Malcolm's clenched hand off of his arm and smiles. No, I did not name them, but she did. He looks at Bonnie, and Malcolm follows his gaze and notices her smile. It is warm and infectious, and he knows everything was pre-written by the universe. He helps her onto her feet, and they walk the 3 miles back to the city of the Resistance. It is a long walk, but Bonnie is walking on air. Every step she takes feels as if she is floating. She has a bounce in her step, and she is not wanting or needing anything anymore. She has it all. Cliffhanger. Oh, I didn't even start. That's the man who she was fighting with. That was the man she was actually promised to before everything, the school and all that stuff. Wait till you see what a mother did. Oh, I can't. I'm sorry. I can't do that. I can't be a jerk and break the silence of a grand story, because then it would ruin the finale. Okay. I hope y'all enjoyed that. I really do. DJ, what's going on? What's going on, beloved? It's good to see you, beloved. What's happening? What's happening? Right, you already know, man. I was jamming one of your tunes, man. You know, matter of fact, we're going to go out with some of that right there, because I love that. You know how I am, man. I'm an old, very old stickler for certain things. And I like it. No, not that one. Not that one. No. That we played that already. I'm trying to make sure. I got a whole list of your music, but because I got your whole page. Let me see, where's it at? That one. Soul Provider. See, this is the moves I get in. Now, when I'm doing Tai Chi, when I'm practicing Tai Chi, I can just roll with this all day. When I'm moving forward, horse stands, horse whips his tail. When I'm doing my hey, man. So I hit my cloud hands, and I go leap, I go low. Yeah. Oh man.
Where the wild things Thanks all.
Wow, thanks all. That's DJ, y'all.
Maximus. Maximum.
Pay attention.
Phoenician. Vulgar Wanderon stealer. The freaks come out at night. The freaks come out at night. Got all the Etruscans and Florians hidden in the renamed Caribbean Hesperides from sight. Of common law public jurisdiction they like. Golden fleeces and Turkish delight. Home of King Sinbad the Sailor and Hercules if you do or don't like it. Man in the moon and the raisinets are pleased. Y'all need us alive to reverse engineer our tech. I know you can hear it. Descendants of the Titans and the Guardians of the Fleet. Beyond the grave your fates. So sincere, harnessing through my garden since 2008 to date. Swimming in a mental sea of cognitive dissonance.
That heart right. Lungs right.
Confirmation
Come on, get that process right. Get them points. Come on now.
Nevertheless, the Renaissance is upon us, and all shall soon
Acupressure points, baby. Get the energy flowing first. Listen what he's saying. I be chilling up in here, man. Y'all, thanks for the music. I'm gonna keep throwing it up here, you know what I mean? But we gotta know one man's war, you know what I'm saying? We can get on 2020 vision, but we'll do that tomorrow. Okay.
Let me get something with some feel and some funk to it. Come on. I think I like that. Can we get some heavy drums in there? More like Caribbean, so Caribbean in there. Yeah. Yes, yeah. About to do this. I'm just a black man, title, yo, you give me that. I like them uniforms, I will push the Cadillac.
Title, yo, you give me that.
Mr. Man, while you're kicking back with sick plans to get you stacked, making chickens fat. You know you into that, chilling with your timber cat. And to the point, fast, simple acts. Be very nimble, jackal, chill, get a walk. Black man, title, yo, you give me that.
Listen.
Yeah.
Listen.
Yes, yeah. About to do this. I'm just a black man, title, yo, you give me that. I like them imports, never push the Cadillac. And what you figure, Mr. Man, while you're kicking back with sick plans to get you stacked, making chickens fat. You know you into that, chilling with your timber cat. Intoxicated to the point, fast, simple acts. Be very nimble, jack, get a water back.
This ain't no gangster shit, this is knowledge. DJ, Ocelot, Max V, even C-Dog. With this gangster stuff, alright? Come on, man. And ToLU'S Z. That's music. Now that I'm in New York, I'm in New Jersey and Philly, my neighborhood, bang, all that. 3 pounds of pressure is the only thing I can relate with. That's all they need with all that other talking. Niggas be squawking. When I get them to squawking, because they running when they don't be walking. Playing around and get caught in. The triangle of death, hey, that's not my problem. That's because they slept. You dig what I'm saying? Find out. I'm quick to jam a microphone like Cashapp on the court, though. Will never waste time like when I'm down the court, yo. My rhymes in comparison are strong to the flow. Cause I blessed the 5 cents, I kept me so now low. Cold lamping in the hall, while kicking the vibe and thinking about the days when I used to strive. Now I'm back a little cash in my pocket, scene for. Still give my props to my bros in the hood.
Do you know God? Brothers, tell me. Do you know God? Sisters, tell me. Many claim that they know God, but we still looking for you. Yes, that's what I know. Do you know God? Brothers, tell me. Do you know God? Sisters, tell me. Many claim that they know
Brothers tell me, God, sisters tell me.
Has he ever helped you out of a tight spot? Helped you in battles when you were fighting the cops? Has he ever took a tug out your life and gave you a good time with your man or your woman or your husband or your wife? Have we ever been close to death? Seen loved ones holding on as if there was nothing left? Heart
that shit is natural for us, yo.
You were born in the game, yet he made you a rook.
That's that frequency, that rhythm. It's natural, it's internal.
When you caught that big fish, yo, we set the hook. And he changed your life into a proprietor instead of a crook.
Oh, y'all didn't hear that one yet, did you? Oh, yeah, I got a few more. Don't worry. I ain't gonna play everything. Y'all need to check them out. Support my brothers. Your brothers. I need to see them likes go up from mine. Just one.
Brothers, tell me, do you know God? Sisters, tell me, many claim that they know God. But he's still looking for you. Why? Do you think that was your fault, that new house you brought? You got free from drug charges when your man was caught. Most of your peeps lay dead in the vault. Cause many talked the talk, but many couldn't walk the walk.
No. Hold on. I'm playing the rest of that later. Hold on. Angels, language, devil, and dialogue.
And I got so much more to say. I want peace. It seems that war is coming. I want you feast yet I can't seem to stomach. I want increase, but in this dream things plummet. So I summon from within. Angels and demons like Dan Brown. If you angling and scheming, stand down. It's arranged scenes been scripted, planned out, strange. We understand now how they ran the damn town. Came on land, handed out books, scriptural to literal. But if you question it, they got rid of you. Democrat, Republic, conservative, liberal. Who's ever told you same party you attend is political? It's clear they rather have you vote the queer way. Controls the confusion, use a big cavalier sway. Conspiracy theories get them for fear's sake. Most what they call history's merely hearsay. You offer Salah or pray to them we'll pray. Since a lot of y'all woke to let's hope this year make the year for a clear break. Angels language. Devil's dialogue, anguish used to keep us languid within the tankage. Aim is to ensure we remain in language. Brain is with the heart, cowards framed in anguish. This pain is tameless. I've earned the right to set ablaze the day and burn the night.
Set ablaze the day and burn the night.
When I burn bright, yearn to fight the lion, done learn to write. What you feed the mind determines the appetite. Vibrate at my highest interference to the satellite. Like I've been little my whole life. Had to fight, got foreigners and aliens in my battle site. I'm more Adol's Ozzy than Nazarite. Bullshit bloggers are babblers and actualites. Now they y'all acolyte. Societies in the uproar. Our people still bickering amongst each other as if the world isn't listening. Division is the tradition. I'm using supreme mathematics, subtraction and addition. Thing between Ukraine and Russia, some are still enlisted. It's fictitious corporations, armed forces, and its mission. Not problem solving, but multiplying. Issues in a cult-like fashion. People in bulk dying instead of us unifying. You rather talk, flick through an iPhone screen. Disrespectful with the comments with our own memes. Mentality, reality, you cry, moan, scream, personalities of a Mark 5 drone or clone beam. Wait till y'all out with this next cyclone bring. The Queen Mother's throne king. I'm more enlightened now that I've dropped you. This might shock you, then again it might not. Yet I opt to. You move like how a cop.
That's enough of that. Yeah, that's it. God damn it. Oh no. It's too meaningful. And when you really, really listen to what's being said, our brothers, we need some of our sisters to fuck Queen Latifah and all them monkeys. I love to reach out and hit Lauren Hill up. I've been sending some messages. Yo, this is your boy, this is your cuz, Red. You know, you remember, I know she remembers. I never hit on her either, y'all. I had DeGeneres, I had her, she was older. I was hitting on her ass. Yeah, she helped babysit my cousin Jazz. My aunt taught her in school, Columbia, where she first went out and made that shit with Whoopi's goofy ass, you know, playing the nurse and all that, singing. Yeah. So that's it, man. Appreciate y'all. Did anybody donate? If you did, let me look. I don't know if I said thank you or not. I think I did. Eugene Washington, I did. Yeah, I think I did say appreciate the donations, beloved. If you're here, leave the wire alone. Do not chew the wire. You're not a dog. Leave the wire alone. Thank you. Hey, Al, leave the wire alone. Making me think of Al Roker and Three's Company or something. Anyway, appreciate y'all stepping on in. What was that? Yeah, it's hot, right? Scott, what's going on, beloved? What's happening, man? Yo, that's what. You got it? You got it? Oh, you did? Oh, that means okay. Okay, you found that mug. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Okay, I see the second like there. Ah, my man. See, he went and hit the like. What's the rest of them goddamn likes, man? That's our brothers. Max V, C Dub. Come on, y'all. Tool Z. Come on, Ocelot. Come on, y'all. Oklahoma. Come on, man. Where that? Come on, DJ. Come on, DJ ZPE. Man, he got a whole list, man. This is beautiful remix DJ, but he speaking and some remixes and everything. This is sweet. That's all I got to say. All right. But if I blaze a blunt, I put on DJ. Because if I play anything else, it still got some of that 808. I'll be wanting to ready to go out and fight something. So, you know, I have to have a balance. Even though I don't need none of that to tear something up. But anywho, right? Go ahead, check him out. Respect the game. You dig what I'm saying? Because we are in the game. You know what I mean? Rebirth of the bards. You know what I'm saying? yo. Max, yo, everybody's hitting. Yo, hello. All we got to do is not be black, is elect our own engine. Exactly. That's all we need. Well, we don't have to worry about no kings and queens right now. Everybody asked me and to call me chief, and I remember telling across the Yokwade, Chief Darren Two Bears Ross telling me I was a chief, and before he passed, he said it for a couple of years, and I refused to. I don't like the word. And see, most people are naming themselves chiefs. I don't never call myself a chief. I respect those who call me that, but there's so much more to me than that. And if that was the case, y'all would listen more than what is being said. Y'all would listen more. You would actually move as such. So that's why I don't like taking on the moniker, even though I respect when people call me that. Chiefs were chosen usually in their 30s and 40s amongst great women. And they would talk with each other. And they would say, this is what we are finding. We don't have that today. We have a bunch of men who are self-appointed chiefs. We have people still attaining and utilizing things that have nothing to do with the moniker of their truth. And we become elaborate and I would say like being put in the Huckleberry Hobo Robo position. and that's some bigger than Kama Sutra shit. But anyway, the women must be able to come together. And until then, most women can't because they are so sided with their emotions and their brokenness. And they would lean on the scarring and the occult drama of the trauma instead of rising above the equation. And if they don't get it together, our men will never get it together because they don't have nothing worthwhile protecting. Just knowing you're a woman is great. That don't mean crap if there's nothing there that stands upright. And we know in the 60s and 70s, those women would betray on numerous occasions. And when women come together and they speak and counsel, and they don't lament on it forever, but do it in an appropriate season. Right now, what season are we in, people? Are we in the 3rd or the 4th? If the new year fell in March, what season are we in, the 1st or the 2nd? Or did we just get through with the 5th? These are important things to know because there is balance in it. If it wasn't, they wouldn't have destroyed the narrative in an attempt to hide it. We don't worship the sun. We utilize it as food, essence of our existence. There's a balance to it. That's why it's able to float above us. The moon is in retrograde. And it seems to be what illuminates our existence, and it should not. When it disappears, it's not because it disappeared. It depends upon which one you see. You have been lied to for so long. So long. So women, you make the call. Brothers, you stand at ease and don't think so much because you're overthinkers. And with that, I appreciate everybody coming in. I'm going to finish this Rise coffee, sit my butt back, put a chow in, and I'm going to play that damn game. I'm trying to get good because I know when Rondo and them get up here, they probably good at it. Y'all younger, y'all probably good at the games. So I got to get a little ahead because I don't want to be in here breaking remotes and shit. And that remote right there just got made in China, so it might not even last long. But anywho, right, what I'm saying? So it's all hooked up. I just want to make sure I'm getting kind of good at it. So I'm sitting here and try not to go blind looking at this regular screen until I figure out up, down, X, A, B, B, you know. Y'all know y'all good at that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Algonquin for sister is metamiosis. Oh, yes. Very good. This woman. Yeah, exactly. To love something fiercely. Woman. Exactly. The E and the A was put in there to create this diverse thing. When I tell people that they're more than man and woman, they're sentient. Most people go, what? We've become so common. It's become so common and natural just to go woman and man. Each one was created with purpose and purpose only. But on top of that purpose, there is other purposes. And until people step back in that, nobody can rationalize the truth. You know what I mean? Because no woman together will let no man sleep with a young woman, a young sentient female, or there's another word for that, but I'm going to get into that, and to corrupt her and break her. And damn sure no men will let no man sleep with little boys. That's why I tell you they're a sick creature, a foliated, broken beast of bastion. They are a sick entity. Their existence is moot. It's first, yes, ma'am. Yes, it's energy. Of course it's energy. Yes, beloved. Anyway, I appreciate y'all. I'm going to play this goddamn game. Don't come up here getting it twisted. Whoever's coming with Rondo, if you ain't too scared, woman ain't got a chastity belt on your jammy, and you didn't think about saving extra $100 for some gas and park and be able to ride with a brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, think. But I'm about to get in with this sniper, y'all. What y'all know about that? What y'all know about that boy? That other one, man, me jumping up on hillsides and shit, I fell so many times, I almost broke the damn TV until I found out how to grab when I jump. So shut up. I told you I ain't no gamer, but if I keep it up, I might just have a YouTube channel just to game. But this one right here, it had me going crazy, y'all. As I didn't know this damn thing had, I was jumping on because you got to run and find something and fight some stuff. And then you got to jump on something and climb up and things that ain't even existing. And I said, wow, if that don't take me to a world that's bygone, I think they're trying to create that world. Anywho, I'm about to get it in. No, and I ain't rolling no blunt. I just don't have it in me to smoke that shit right now. So anyway, y'all already know. Marcus, that was hilarious. What was that? What did he say? One. Yeah. Well, we're the energy, beloved. Arisha. Anyway, I appreciate y'all. Oh, the time when I was going 1-1-1, I couldn't see nothing, man. I was like, these mother suckers. I was ready to call conspiracy. See how conspiracy theory got that we need to get a panel together, you know? Okay, I'm not gonna sit here and start throwing comedies all over the place. Then roll it, Jay. Then I ain't rolling. I got to roll upstairs late night when I crash out on the bed looking at cartoons. Anyway, it's nothing but love, motherfuckers. Y'all already know. Y'all don't want me to do my Red Fox voice and shit. Big dummy. Anyway, I'm not gonna do no voices because I do a lot of them, and I'm not. And somebody asked me in Gmail if I would do Ruckus tomorrow. Okay. I'll get Ruckus tomorrow. I'm not gonna do it right now. Anyway, it's nothing but love and appreciation. Circle of life. My brothers 2 and 1, and I'll see y'all in the AM. Unless I decide to come back on and just want to shoot the shit.